happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington football team. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Number 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Jackson on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From the 22, Haskins.
22-yard line.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's good.
The end result, 21 yards. Catch number 100. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Haskins apparently not liking something in this situation. He signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Third down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Lines up and lets it go for 6. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Under 10, 10.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
14.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, McCaffrey. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
T.J. Green on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
He's running.
Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 12. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Makes this Washington.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
With the carry for Carolina.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
29-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
His own 4-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Intercepted.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the run.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over first and 10.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
For Carolina.
A gain of 3, second down.
16-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
First and goal.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Number 4.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Number 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now Haskins on first down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Gronkowski, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Next is Washington 35. Panthers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Panthers will get the football back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
6 man. Check cross, check cross, check cross. Watch 36 to Mike. Yeah, I got you.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington is going to win the football game.
Is a turnover.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now a handoff looking right. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign.
By number 4.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup.